Welcome to Ted's Talks and Walks featuring the Petrified Forest National Park, located on Interstate 40, 57 miles east of Winslow, Arizona. Today we are hiking on two distinct trails, Blue Mesa and the Black Forest. Bear in mind that Ted's Talks and Walks do more than introduce you to a spectacular destination with notable hikes. We also seek to make a connection between the library's collection and the landscape. This particular park is included in the newest book by Robert and Martha Manning, Walks of a Lifetime in America's National Parks. It is the third title in their series, Extraordinary Hikes. The other two books, Walking Distance, Extraordinary Hikes for Ordinary People, and Walks of a Lifetime, Extraordinary Hikes from Around the World, are equally stunning as well as practical. Additionally, Robert Manning has worked for the National Park System and has produced several other titles related to recreation and research in America's national parks. Interpretive signs along the path describe the formation of the Blue Badlands, focusing on soils, weather, and how these elements impact the ability of plants to get established. Here in the Blue Badlands, few plants such as wildflowers will be observed. Other units of the park exhibit trees, shrubs, and wildflowers in season. More on that when we take you on our hike in the Black Forest in a few minutes. The paved path through the Blue Badlands is basically level once you descend from the trailhead on the mesa. The hike is about a mile loop and could be described as a walk in the woods, petrified woods that is. The vegetation has changed radically with the passing of geologic time to produce the most amazing displays of colors, crystalline formations, and mineralogical details. This unique aspect of Petrified Forest National Park is what prompted Virginia to select it of the 26 units described in the Manning's latest book. Taking this walk in the woods allows you to examine specific pieces of petrified wood. From tiny to massive, each piece is a special wonder in creative artistry. Since there is now no tree cover, exposure is an important factor to keep in mind when hiking anywhere in the park. Sunshine, and lots of it, makes each piece of petrified wood sparkle. However, it may make you melt, so cover up with a hat and use sunscreen as necessary. Due to the potential of extreme weather, spring and fall are the recommended seasons of use when hiking in Petrified Forest National Park. As we hike through the park, notice the sky. The bluest skies you'll ever see are viewed from within Petrified Forest National Park. The wind can also be a decisive factor when planning your hike. There is no shelter from the wind or sun. If day hiking, these environmental aspects are not as critical as they are when hiking overnight. A special permit is required to do so. A lack of surface water throughout the park makes backpacking a real challenge. The details of the wood are preserved in the mineralogical process of fossilization. You will be able to see the bark and individual tree rings. Handle the wood. Notice its density and the variability of its surface, ranging from smooth as glass to rough as a bear's backside. It goes without saying, but it may pay to state the obvious. Take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints. Your vehicle may be searched when leaving the park. The park is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Black Forest Trail begins as the Wilderness Access Trail beside the Painted Desert Inn. As with the Blue Mesa Trail, we begin atop a mesa and steeply descend through a sparse stand of juniper trees. which offer spots of shade as we switch back to the painted desert below. From this vantage point, the views stretch off to the horizon, many miles distant. Have you ever seen such a panoramic landscape? According to the Mannings, though the goal of the hike was to find Onyx Bridge, the walk through the painted desert stole the show. They go on to say that we worked our way through hills of white, red, and orange across large stretches of open land. The path becomes ever more faint as you continue north to Lithodendron Wash. From this point, the hiker is pretty much on his or her own to pick their way through this forest with its innumerable pieces of petrified wood, large and small. Most of it is black, yet an occasional burst of color may be seen, either of petrified wood or flowers in bloom. If you intend to find the bridge, it is about 4 miles one way. Plan accordingly. Much of the landscape is reminiscent of what it might look like while walking on the moon or Mars. To reference the Mannings once more, there is plenty more to see, depending on your interest and schedule. From large pueblos, massive rock art panels, and Triassic period fossils of plants and animals, each is generally within easy walking distance from your vehicle. The dawn of the dinosaurs comes to life here with just a little imagination. During our hike, few flowering plants were observed, like this rabbit brush, due to drought conditions. However, Arizona is blessed with having something in flower every day of the year somewhere in the state. So keep your eyes open. Perhaps you'll have better luck than we did seeing flowers in bloom in this arid land. Hiking in the vicinity of Onyx Bridge involves cross-country hiking, hence close attention to detail. We did not find the bridge on our hike, so we'll leave it for you to find using all your powers of navigation and imagination along the way. The park is not without some artifacts from modern history as well, like a 1932 Studebaker on historic Route 66. Other features of the park include a visitor center with bookstore and restaurant, and a museum with friendly staff able to answer all your questions. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us hiking in Petrified Forest National Park. The film is meant to wet your whistle, as it just doesn't reveal the true colors of the park's landscape. I hope you will plan to visit here soon, and the Manning's book and the park's website will help you make the most of your trip. www.nps.gov/PEFO/.